Comic creators, Mr. Laval here, wanting to talk to you a little bit about the coloring stage of comic creation today. I hope you're having a blast with our project. I can't wait to see the finished project. I know a lot of you guys have been really excited about this and working hard. We're getting close. Okay, when we talk about the process of creating a comic, we've talked about drawing and inking, and now we're getting to the coloring stage. So I want to talk about the coloring stage today, and you can see on the screen here Spider-Man, the villains here, everything is colored in. So it pops, it looks great, it's professional, it's ready for the reader. So that's really our published version of a comic, is getting it to that coloring stage. So let's talk about coloring a little bit today, okay? When we talk about coloring, we want to talk about this final stage, okay? Some things to think about when you color it all in. It's not meant to compete with the lines. The colors are meant to enhance it. So if you've done some work in our inking stage where you've made thick lines, or you've filled in spots that have shaded or textured, with coloring, you don't have to color over that and compete with it and overpower it. You want to add color to the blank spaces that you have on your comic so you can complement it. So they go hand in hand and they work together, okay? Some comics, it says some comics are meant to be black and white and skip this stage. However, I think the comics that we're creating, I would love them all to be colored in. I think it really does does it justice of making it pop and telling the story a little bit deeper. So the requirement for our project is that all of our final comics will be colored in. When you're thinking about coloring, I want you to think about some comic consistency. Okay, and consistency, writers, means things that stays the same, right? So the question says, what things need to stay the same in your comic? Well, your character needs to stay the same, and what I mean by that is if your character has a blue shirt on and red pants on, they need to have that same outfit on in every one of your frames. Otherwise, the reader might not know if that character is the same character or not. Okay, so thinking about colors create consistency. So the color of a shirt needs to stay the same. The color of the setting should stay the same. If you're making the house brown and it's the same house that repeats over and over again, it has to stay brown so the reader knows that that's the same house or that's the same location. Okay, so when we talk about characters and setting, it's really important from the coloring standpoint that we do keep the colors the same and the colors consistent. I want to show you my example here, two examples of the coloring stage. Donuts with Dad. When you look at the coloring, couple things I want you to notice. First of all, everything is colored in. There is no white space, and that's going to be our goal as we color. You can look in the background here. I've created a pink shade. We have blue. There is not any white space except for the speech bubbles that we've created. We want your comic to pop. We want it to be colorful, to be engaging. So that is the requirement. Everything is colored in unless it's supposed to be white. Let's look at color consistency. Right here we have my three sons, Carter, Mason, and Logan. They're going to be wearing the same thing in this frame and in this frame. I know that this is Carter because he's wearing a green shirt. I know that this is this is Mason because he has glasses and a red shirt, glasses and a red shirt, and this is Logan. So that has stayed the same. When I look at my comic, The Layover, let's look at coloring in The Layover. All right. Again, everything is colored in. You're going to see that all parts of the frame are colored in. Even when I put some patterning in or some design work, it is colored in. You're going to see that my character stays the same. He has a USA shirt on. He has blue pants on. You're going to see him staying the same in all of these other frames. And again, you're going to see color everywhere. In certain frames, I've colored it in a little bit darker because I want it to pop more. I've done some work with blending colors. We have some purples and blues. That's going to be your choice as a comic creator and what exactly you want it to look like. But the point is color is going to make it pop. Color is going to bring it to life, and make sure that you're using your colors to create consistency. It's a very fun part of the project, guys. Enjoy some creation time and some coloring time, and we're getting this thing ready for our readers. Have fun.